All right.
What stood out for you?
I saw some improvement by the offense. Moved the ball pretty good. Still not consistent enough. It's getting better. Turned the ball a couple times, put one on the ground, fumbled through interception. A good ball security. About 95 snaps. 2 turnovers, 95 snaps. It's probably way too many. Defense held a lot of guys out. Black and Trevor, so still don't have a good read on where we are as a first unit. Special teams continues to improve. Amy Phillips continues to separate himself from the kickers as far as the place kicking duties. Travis had an excellent series and tweaked her ankle and is fine. Could have finished if he was game. But no situation we need to play in. Probably not professional. He was a little disappointed and wanted to go, but want to make sure we take care of that. Let's see what else was good. Offense in the red zone was very productive. Actually, the red zone was the defense wasn't in the red zone, so we still got issues there. That was something that showed up last year defensively is not good enough for the red zone. Another penalty in the 2-minute situation. We're nitpicking now. Penalties are magnified in 2-minute red zone and all those specialty situations. It can't happen. We just showed up. Overall, good scrimmage. Got about just short of 100 plays. A lot of work. It's important to watch the film and make corrections.
Can you talk about York's performance in scrimmage?
York ran the ball hard. I don't know what his numbers were, but he was 4 or 5 yards a carry. Be my guess.
70 yards.
7 yards for how many carries? It was about 7 yards a carry, 6 yards a carry. So he was productive. Carl Williams, other than putting the ball on the ground, I don't know if it was an exchange problem or if he just dropped it. We'll have to watch the tape. But he was productive. Lucky Radley, Bubba Poole, all 4 of those running backs did good things. And Dravion Young, although it was against the threes, really did some good things. He got out on a couple runs and showed some elusiveness.
How was the tempo today with the offense? Were you satisfied with that?
For the most part, there were some lulls, but we have 3 or 4 different speeds, and so it's not always going to be going at top speed. But a couple of the series, the tempo was not quite what it needed to be. It was predominantly with the twos. Too often.
Did Travis show that leadership you're looking for?
Better. Yeah, he's coming along, and he was starting to emerge in that category as far as taking charge. Yesterday was very good. Now he's only had 1 series, but he was very good in that series.
How'd your corners perform in live today?
He got beat 4 or 5 times, and we'll have to look at the tape and see why. But corners gave up a few too many big plays on the outside. They made some plays, did some really nice things, but not consistent enough, at least at first glance. Just watching the scrimmage, you don't see what technique they employed and what the situation was before the ball arrived. But we'll take a look at the film and get those things corrected.
Is that your biggest concern on defense right now?
Without a doubt. So it's a corner situation and sorting it out. And we've made headway. We started out with 8 or 9. We're down to 5 or 6 guys that are in the mix for playing time, and we got to get down to obviously a starting 2 for 43 package and 3 of them for nickel package.
You showed us a lot of your freshman quarterbacks today. What did you see from Manning in particular?
Good stuff, and he was the one quarterback in the scrimmage that was live. We wanted to see what he could do, extending the play, and he did a nice job, and really was impressive for a true freshman that hasn't been around here very long. He's got a lot of poise and very, very intelligent.
We know he can throw and go through those progressions. How is he moving?
Okay, not his strong suit. He's not slow by any means, but he's probably of all 4 of the quarterbacks, 5 of the quarterbacks, the guy that was the least threat running the football, but his strength is throwing the ball and going through his reads, as you mentioned.
How'd your linebackers play today?
That's a position you really got to look at the film, but a little soft in the run game at times. Now, was it due to them? Was it due to defensive linemen getting driven back? And we have to check the film out to see exactly what was going on there. But those guys have improved. They're much improved from last fall, without a doubt.
What about your receivers? Are they still struggling with dropping the ball? Are they catching most of the passes now?
The first group is not struggling, but Drez and Kenneth Scott, they're our 2 top guys. There's a clear-cut division there. Then the next group, Andre Lewis, Delshawn McClellan, those guys, a few drops with those guys, they got to get better. But the guys that are the frontline guys doing a nice job.
How's Keith McGill's body weight?
Yeah, it was good until he has concussion, and then he was out of commission for 4 or 5 days and crept back up a few pounds, but he's on his way back down now. That's a work in progress. It's not where he needs to be. He's probably about 215 now, which is where he was pre-concussion, and he got up to about 220 after he got concussed. So we're on our way down with him. We've got to get him under 210. If he's in 208 or so, that's probably right about where he needs to be.
Is that why you guys were giving him so many reps today?
Yeah, he's put himself back into condition and dropped the weight. And plus, he's a guy that we count on. So he's got to get. We haven't played that position full time before.
Is there something that changes with your expectation when you know a guy like Keith McGill is going against your second or your third string offense?
Yeah, it's all relative, the matchups, and you certainly expect the front line. Like, for example, you've got 1 defense, 2 offense, which we don't do much of here at all. We like to go good on good, but you would expect the ones to have success, and it's all, like I said, relative. If you got a guy in the second unit going against the one that's making plays, that's certainly more impressive than one guy making plays against the 2. So it's a relative situation, but like I said, we don't do that very often, if ever. We're almost exclusively 1-on-1, 2-on-2.
Any other young corners stand out in particular?
Justin Thomas, Reggie Porter was really making strides, and he's pulled a groin. He wasn't out there today. That's one of the reasons the corner play suffered. He was in the top 2 or 3 easily.